Hey again. In the previous video, we did the process of select image from the phone and display it here. In this video, we will connect with Firebase and we do the login part. So to connect with Firebase, you know what I have to do. I just click here on the my image. I have make sure I'm login. If I'm sure I'm login, just go to Tools, Firebase. Then he will show you the Firebase tool. First section I want to do, I want to connect. So make sure Analytic, click this one, connect to Firebase. For now, we have a project in the Firebase. I don't want to create another project. I should have to select existing project, which is game, which is this one. So connect to. So I will create another app for us in the connect game. So if I just go here to Firebase while he's creating things, I'm just waiting for some time. He will create another app for me in that application. So yeah, let me wait a second. I have this application. Just click on it. Make sure everything is get ready. Yes. Good work. So I have this Udemy game. I have to have two apps now. See, this is the Twitter one he created for me. I now want to enable the login part. So you know what you have to do in login. I will not repeat the process again and again. You know that in login, to do login, first of all, I have just to go here. I have to already the authentication thing enabled by Udemy game. Wait, let's make sure what the one I have Twitter. Yes, because both applications in the one project, so they both get one authentication. So they both get access to the same. So if you have multiple application, all these user of this application could do access to your application and same user, which is good. So that means we have it already enabled here, so I don't need to enable it again. So going back to my code, and the code for Java part. So I say, hey, this is my login page. So I know what I have to do in login. I will not rewrite the code again and spend too many time in this video. I will reuse the code again. So make sure you already seen the code or seen the videos for creating an account. To create an account, first of all, you just have to define an instance here from Firebase auth. If you just click on it, you control space here. It doesn't complete anything. Why? Because I didn't add the Firebase here for authentication. So make sure just go back here, add authentication one. So authentication, make sure with email password and make sure add it. So you will add it to your Gradle, so you will be able here to import the library. So this is first part, adding this one. Also, I will add the database so I will not get mistakes again in my work. So make sure also go to this one, add the database part, because I need to use the database to save information. So I accept both of them, so I will not run this problem again. So I make sure my project is configured. I have a database and I have the connection to that. Even I will use another connection, but okay, let me just keep the database and login here for now. So yes, both of them is added. See, auth now, if I just click H on it, I click control space, he just give me this one, import. He just import the library for authentication. So first of all, you do it. Then second time, you just initialize it in the login page. When he do this one, you say, hey, initialize the authentication for me. You define it, you initialize it. Then we define the method for login. As I told you, I'll use the method that I already did before, which is for login. I just copied from other screen, pasted here, for doing login in the Firebase. When someone click on login, you know this method, just login. You send them two information, username and password, checking, saving to Firebase, waiting for result. If he success, you will success, and he will bring you save some information in the data in the fire in the he will save this information in the database. I will not use this code for now. I just getting user, I'm done. So make sure the same code, and when you call it, I call when someone click on the button. So when someone click on the button, I will take et username, I have it, which is email dot text dot toString. I just get it, and also I get the password field, which is et password dot text dot toString, and I send this information. Okay, I send them to load, and the load will, or load user or login, he will log to the Firebase and he will do login for me. You know that if I want to do one final thing for the main login to main. Like if the person is already login, I have to go to the second page, but let we do not do it in this video. Let we do it in the next video. In this video, we just make sure the user is login successfully, and that is. But I will not run this code again, because if I run it, he will save the user information in the database. But you know this code is already correct, so you don't need to run it. You just want to complete the process for saving user information. So in the previous video, we was able to get image from the user and add it in the phone. Now what I want to do, I want to take this image and move it to the Firebase and save it here in the storage. So how I would able to save this image in the storage? If we suppose I have folder here in the Firebase, a new folder. So just click here, hopefully upload file. I don't know why he wasn't able to create folder for me. Okay, so upload files. Yes, he was able, but why he wasn't able to create folder? Create folder. Okay, he was able to create folder for me for now, I think, but he have to do it. So on the login, what do you think I need to do? I need just take the image from the MG view, which is this one, which will display in it, and I pass this image to the Firebase, and that's me. And I want to save this image in my Firebase dashboard, which is here. So to do that, let we start step by step. So first step, I need to connect to the Firebase to allow me to load images to the Firebase storage. So make sure first of all you just go here and say, hey, I'm looking for something, name it storage. So this is storage. First of all, in the storage you see, say, hey, first of all you need to add this one in your Gradle. Okay, I'm accepting adding them. So now wait, let me go to the code, I have it, and start implement that part for login. So after the person login, what I want to do, I want to create node in the database. That node have three information: the picture for the user, and have the username or user UID and email. So just think about it. Define function and you say save image in Firebase. Okay. This save image have to be called directly after this method is done, and he have to send the current user to it. Okay, so this one have to get Firebase user for sure. So current user should be here as a Firebase user. So this method will get called, I think, Firebase current user. I think yes, it have to work here if you just send them just current user. Why he doesn't accept what I'm saying? Checking surrounding. Okay, let me just send it by this way directly without creating an instance. So just sending the current user. You could do it in this way. You could don't send it, just listen, get the information from it. You say you could do it in this way. Also, you don't need to do this part. You just could do it in this part directly and just don't define it. You could do this thing also. That's okay, that's totally fine. So now I just in login, I have the information about user email, I have user ID, I just need to have the user image. To have a user image, I have to load the image first to the database or to the Firebase. I already have the image in MG view. You remember we have it here in the MG view. So now just getting from here and save it to the Firebase. So to do that, okay, I will define val, I name it storage. Okay, this storage will be as a part from Firebase storage dot get instance. Okay, I'm getting instance from Firebase storage. Second thing, I say I define my Firebase storage reference. I say, hey, storage reference. Okay, will be part from storage is storage dot get reference. Okay, to get reference. The get reference from URL. What is the URL? The URL here represents the URL of your storage. So if you go to Firebase, you'll see here there is a URL they defined here. So this is my URL. Okay, go back and say, hey, this is the URL I want to do it as a reference for me. Now I want to upload image to that URL. It is best way to save image in specific name that no one else have same name. So I will do some specific work. I would say df equal the simple simple data format, and I will give it this format, which is dd mm yy hh mm ss. This is the information about day, month, year, hour, minute, second. I just get something format, and I get current data from that. So I say, hey, variable data object equal the information about date. Make sure date, so it will import it from the Java, enter, so I will import it. Then I have these two things. I just want to create reference for my image. So I say, hey, variable image path, the path for my image in the Firebase will be equal to df.format for the image data for the data object, then plus dot jpg. So what that mean? That mean any images will upload it. I will create a specific name for that image. Every image will have a unique name. There is no two images have same name unless both of them they upload in one millisecond. You could just get it from this one by adding random number or by adding the user like before that, the user UID. Like you say, hey, I have the user here. I just getting the user UI. The user email. You say I get the user email or for first character from the user email. You say for substring whatever dot user dot email, and you just get the for dot substring. Maybe I will be able substring. Yeah, for example, you just get one from 4. You just give it a unique name. The idea here, I want to get a unique name for that person. So always null, not null, just avoiding that thing. You always see he doesn't like this part as a plus or whatever. So to avoid this one, I say val email as a string, and this email string will have these data from the user, from the current user dot email. Okay, again you complain about what? I think just adding this one, then I say dot to string. You have to fix this problem for me. Yes, to string up to string, and I just get first for character from that person. There's too many ways to do it. Just getting the username. Any way that you see it is good. Do it. Whatever. Okay, I think it's good, but I don't know why he just complained about this one. Okay, maybe the way I'm getting email is not good. Let me use this the fun way, that split string. Okay, I'm just getting the email as a string, and when I'm getting the email as a string, I just split it. So I say var split will be equal email dot split. I split it according to the at, and I return only the thing before the at. So I say return the split for 0. That's good. So hopefully we'll be able to return it, because I have to say here, hey, I'm returning string. That's good. So here split string, and I just make sure, hey, the email have to be splitted here. So he will be able to now. He just give you unique name. This is just giving unique path in the Firebase. So unique path, I have it now for my image in the Firebase. I just define my variable. I say reference, like image reference in the Firebase. How I do that? I say, hey, storage reference, storage reference. So you have to, I have the storage reference here already defined. So I say in the storage reference dot the child, and that one look for someone, name it images, the folder, name it images in the Firebase. Now I have to have a folder here, name it images, but I don't know, I'm not able to create folder. But go and look for folder, name it images, and inside that folder add this path, which is good. So I'm just adding my path inside that folder. So now I have my path in that folder. Everything is ready. Now I want to get the image in the mgview. You remember mgview have the image, so I say mgview dot is drawable cache enable. I make it true. Okay, and also I say mgview dot bold drawable cache. Then I want to get the image now. Say, hey val, I need the image which is drawable equal the mgview dot drawable. Then I change it as bitmap drawable. This is just specific type of conversion from the image so you'll be able to read it from the mgview. Then you say, hey val bitmap equal the drawable. You just change it to bitmap. So just taking the image, change it to bitmap drawable, then change it to bitmap. Why? Because I need to reduce the size of the image. I will not send it as a big. So I say again val BAOS, I name it byte array output stream, and doesn't take any parameter, and say bitmap, which is dot compress. I need compress my image, change to bitmap dot compression dot first character capital compression format dot jpeg, because I'm compression on a jpg here. I change it to 100, to reduce it to 100 by 100 with pass to the byte that I want to apply. So you define array output stream as a byte. Now I have a data the case, hey, here I just get the image, here I change it to the bitmap, then I want to change it to byte. I just take the image, change it to the byte, then now this byte will have the image as a byte. So just, hey, I need to get the data. I say, hey val data equal this one byte dot to array offset to byte array. Okay, just getting this image. Now hey, the image is ready to upload. So to upload the image, so see how much process I did until I be ready to upload. So you define your task, you name it upload task. Okay, equal the reference you have it, which is for your image, which is this one, storage reference. Hopefully yes, not storage reference, should be this one, image reference dot put bytes, and you add this byte inside it, which is data. Okay, then you will do a process of listening. So you said upload task dot I need to upload my image. So I say add on failure listener. Then you do whatever you want with failure listener if you have anything to do. If you don't, go to the next part, which is again then I have another add. Say add on success listener. So what you want to do with success? So a failure, you could do anything. You just show a message. You could, so you remember this message that we did it. Fail, say example, fail to upload. Show the message here. Fail to upload. Okay, just do this one. If he success, one important thing, if he success doing the upload, I just want to get the image. So I say task. I have to have task snapshot, which is just something lambda, which have information about the uploaded image. One interesting part for me here is the path of the image in that device. So I say, hey, variable val of var for download URL, or the URL for download, which will be live in task manager dot downloadable URL string. So this one will have information about when he done. I would be able to get the downloadable URL. Okay, so now I have the download URL. Everything is good. Now one thing final I have to do it. I need to, after upload the image to the Firebase, I need to create node for this user in the database. So to work with the database, first of all you need to define instance from the database from in the top, which is my reference database or database reference. Okay, and you just do my reference for it. Now I want to save the information for that user. Going to back to this part, which is when he successfully uploads the image. I say, hey, in my reference dot for child, I want to look for child users. Suppose all the users will go to this one. So in this user, which is this user, the current user, will have a specific UID. You remember here we have the information about that user's which is current user. I have the UID. So every user will be identified by his UID if you want. If you want every user will be identified by his email, that's what I prefer, because we need to separate it. So I say, hey, dot email, because when I want to access to it, okay, just say it by UID if you want. And this UID have a child, name it email, and that child have another have a set value, which is this one, current user dot email. Okay, so save the user email, and also I want to save the user image. So I say person image, or say profile image. So for every user, for every UID, I save the email of him and I save the profile image. So when I'm done from all this process, uploading, everything is cool, I just go the second activity, and that is. So make sure just define here function. I name it load main load tweets. Okay, and this method, you know how this method will be called. We did this process before for getting current user. Say, hey, just get current user and see if the current user is not now, that means the user already logged in. Now I just want to go to main activity. Here I don't want, if you want to pass information, you could pass, it's like here I'm passing user email and user UID. So if the user already logged in. So this method will get fired after person will log in and he complete everything. And also this method will get fired on start, because maybe the user already logged in, so I have to show him this form again. So this one load tweet should be, sorry, and make sure run it. Maybe we'll have a problem with the folder because we don't have this folder yet in the device. Maybe we will not have. If we have, we have to create it. If we don't, I don't know why he is not able. He don't allow me to create folder. If I just try to upload any image, for example this image, will he be able to upload this image for me? Yes, he uploaded. So now I think I will be able to create folder. Yes, I could. So yeah, they have just simple bags. So just create folder. I create folder, name it images, and I make sure I'm calling same format images. So now I will not have any problem there. Simple problem. Before I run it, I see I'm sending here profile image. I send this one. I have to send the profile download URL because you give me notification say this variable is not used. So now if I just rerun it again, making sure everything is right. Here we go. After a while, he was able to load this page. So let me just enter my email. I say jenna@gmail.com, and the password, I will enter any password and just select the picture, select my picture from the phone, and I click login. Okay, he failed login. There is different reason for failing login. Maybe I'm just logging with the same user that I already installed application for him, which is this one, Jenna. Maybe there is many reasons. Jenna Ahmed. Let me suppose I just replace the name here in my Firebase and my mobile. Jenna Ahmed. Just login. Hopefully this time successful login. Yes. After a while login. He done. Wow. He opened this page for me. So let me see something. Make sure everything is cool. Some of everything is cool. So I think here he have to create users, which is this user. This is now a new node. Now these people, I don't need them, which is I have to remove them because they are from previous one, or I could create a new node for these players. So just me remove this data, all data from Pokemon game. As I told you, just create different. You could create different node for them and you're done. But I'm working with someone. So user CC profile picture. He give you a profile picture, which is this path for the profile. You could anyone could download it, and he give you the email of the person. If you go to the storage, he have to upload the image also and the images. So if you go in images, yes, this is the images. This is Jana Hussein, which is a great. Yeah, there we done. See you next.